What it do, what it do, what it do, good people. Coming to you live from Chaz TV 410. I'm your host, Chaz Dean. I ain't gonna hold you long. No, I'm not. I ain't gonna hold you long at all. Y'all know it's football season, and y'all know how we feel. Us poets pride, poet on three, poet forever. However, I need y'all to put some respect on my name. This just a little bit from where the program started, and I can't even say where the program started, but this is the first Baltimore City public school team to win a state championship. Y'all say, what we talking about, Taz? And I know my guys in the 80s, I know they like, come on, hold on. Because listen, I'm not gonna give a history lesson right here. I'm just trying to say, listen here, it's football season. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to our history, where it came from and where it's at today. All the great coaches that came through Dunbar, and the great coach that we got today, Lawrence Smith. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about Sugar Cane. Not on this video. I'm gonna talk about Ball Wade, but not on this video. I'm gonna talk about Coach Pete Pompey and the lack of support that I think that he gets in this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about Coach Stan Mitchell, the first that led the first public school team to a Maryland State championship. We're gonna talk about all that. We will. We're gonna talk about Coach Ben Eaton, you know what I'm saying, taking over for Coach Stan. And continue with, I could say, arguably one of Dunbar best teams ever. I can honestly say that. Coach Lawrence, he took over. Listen, it was a tragedy when Coach Eaton passed away. It was all of a sudden, but Coach Lawrence took over. He took the baton and ran with it, man. He took it and ran with it. Salute, salute, salute. Not only salute to those coaches, I gotta say something about those guys, those players, and I'm not gonna say no names right now because it's not a messy video. But for those that got caught up in them politics and them politics down Dunbar, yeah, I'm still riding with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know was without some of y'all players, none of this wouldn't have happened, right? I get that. You know, life ain't fair. I also gotta give big shout out to our alumni, Dunbar alumni. Miss Vivian, salute. You know, I'm not gonna call everybody's name, but Miss Vivian, salute. I'm also gonna say, listen, man, the faculty and everything else, y'all need to stick around for this whole video, because people say a lot about Dunbar, and they try to say a lot about the school. Pay attention, listen, look at the whole video from you got Coach Stan, Adley, Tommy Pilot, and one of the greatest running backs down there, Reggie Boyd speak. And they all had three different topics. Coach Stan was coming from an aspect that, yeah, we putting this thing on the map. You get what I'm saying? He had the helm. We putting this thing on the map. We trying, let's go, let's make some noise. You had Adley, a young Adley, sophomore. He was still worried about beating Polly, because Polly beat him last year 6-0 as a freshman. Check. Then you had Tommy Polly as a senior, right? Saying, no, this ain't no basketball program. This is a football school too. You know what I'm saying? Coach Stan said the same thing too. This is not just no basketball factory, right? And so I'm saying all this to say, today, people think Dunbar is a football factory. Back then, people thought Dunbar was just a basketball factory. Today, it's still a good school, right? But the one thing about this school, I need y'all to pay attention and look at the whole video, because we went through the basketball, national champs and things of that nature. Went through the football. We had 14 state championships, right? Now we putting players putting themselves in Ivy League schools. I'm just saying. Pay attention. Look at the whole video. Coming live from Taz TV. Holla.
Carry yourselves off the field, and what you do with the rest of your lives is what Coach wanted for you. He wanted you to become men, fathers, and husbands, and make an impact on other people.
It's us against the world.
But this the last time we put on this Dunbar uniform and represent Coach Eaton. This when we do it right here.
I'm my brother's keeper. I'm my brother's keeper. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
What you say, boy?
All right, once again, what does this win mean with the Dunbar program? All it means a lot. It's going to bring some good attention to our program and make more players want to come to Dunbar for football, not just only basketball. And it just helps the school spirit. This not only in the wintertime for basketball, but football too.
People gonna look around and say Dunbar is more than just a basketball; it's a football school too. We have an outstanding football program. We always been playing good football, but maybe now we can be consistent, and people probably pay more attention to us now. And probably now some of the kids that go other places might want to come with us now and play football for us.
It was a big accomplishment because we lost one by 6 points last year. So I'm glad we beat them. It means a lot to me. I'm coming out to a different program. You know, you gotta prove yourself. You know, a new transfer student there. They think you can play, but it's just a matter of proving yourself to be coached and other players.
Wiggins dropping the bomb on the receiving end was very Smith with the juggling act to pull it in. The 40-yard pass set up this touchdown by Terrence Hinton. Dunbar led 12-0, and then Reggie Boyce took control, taking it right up the middle, shedding tackles all the way. Look at him go. He was finally brought down at the 4. That set up this touchdown by Ali Culpepper. That's all they would need because the defense and Tommy Powley would strut their stuff all day. Dunbar knocks off Powley 26-6.
Josh Fed has 14 offers to play college football and around $6 million in scholarships altogether. Needless to say, he has options, but it might come as a surprise when I tell you that the guy who led the state of Maryland in sacks this season wasn't really thinking about football at all when he made his college decision. Josh Fed entered high school with a plan.
It was non-negotiable, college for free.
He came to Dunbar to be a football player.
I tell my guys, when you come here to play football, you should be coming here to use football as just a vehicle to go to college.
On the football field, Josh never lost a game, a perfect 27-0 record. And he's a two-time state champion who led the state of Maryland in sacks this year. Off the football field, he has a 4.2 grade point average and is the top student in his class. He had all kinds of college offers.
Lehigh right here, UPenn.
But one school stood out among all the rest, Harvard.
When you tell somebody, I graduated from Harvard, doesn't matter what degree, what class, it's always a, whoa, you went to Harvard? And I want that for me in the workplace. I want that for me when I'm applying for jobs, because in the grand scheme of things, football has to end.
Josh says Dunbar's principal, Dr. Yetunde Reeves, is a big reason why Harvard was even on the table.
Once Dr. Reeves came here, she was able to put in those honors classes, those AP classes, the dual enrollment classes. She's able to put somebody like me in the position to where I could get into a Harvard.
Josh is the first football player Lawrence Smith has coached at Dunbar to go on to an Ivy League school.
I don't like the fact that people think that we're a football factory. I always tell the guys, we can win as many championships as I want. Once you walk off the field, your parent doesn't really care about that championship. Your parents wants to know the next step. You should want to know the next step.
The next step.
We don't have this happening every day where you have 10 African-American boys from an urban community not just excel on the field, but academically.
These student athletes out of East Baltimore are making their own history.
It's safe to call you a proud pop right now?
And that's, you took the words, I'm a proud papa.
Coach Smith's not just proud of the 2 state championships this bunch won, he's proud of the team's average 3.2 GPA. Over 73 scholarship offers they received from schools like University of Maryland, Army, Cornell, and Penn State. And the more than $18 million awarded, their families won't have to spend on college.
Something I dreamed of and worked hard for him since I was a little kid.
You know how I feel when your mother proud of you?
He has great, tenacity, and, we've been through a lot, so I'm really, really, really proud of him.
It's not just mom that's proud.
Devin Roche is our star quarterback, and their 9th graders have him as their screensaver.
His teammate Joshua Fed has his sights set on Harvard, but his mind on the legacy he'll leave by going.
When I was in that 9th grade position, they're going to see that this is possible. It's possible to go to Ivy League. It's possible to go to a Power 5 school.
I feel incredibly grateful and very proud of Josh and all of his hard work. And just looking forward to the next chapter.
Some of the players had to overcome great adversity to get to this point. Shantron Monroe taking his moment to take it all in after losing his mom during the football season.
If you saw when I was talking, I broke down a little bit. It's like, even at times like that, I know they got me. They there for me.
What they all have in common, they saw their visions through.
He said, "Mom, I'm going to school free, and I'm going to make you proud." And he's been doing that since day one.
I would like to thank my family, especially my mother. She's been through a lot with me.
I kept promise, and he made sure that he kept it.
In Baltimore,
it means the world. It means the world to me. That's the program.
Kendall Green.